Okay, we are using the Zoom for our demonstration. So for this activity number 1, the situation is this. Teacher wants to make. Okay, we are using the Zoom for our recording. So for this activity number 1, the situation is like this. Okay. Teacher wants to make a report card using the data that you received in sheet 1. This data should automatically filled into the format as shown in sheet number 2 using the student ID number only. However, the following conditions must be met. These are the conditions. So let's start. So as you can see, this is the data for sheet number 1. As you can see, we have here student ID number, and then student name, and then the subject names. We have subject 1, 2, 3 until subject 8, the 8 subjects. But in the conditions, we are going to find the average for the 5th subject. So we are going to input here average for the 5th subject, then enter. So in this column, we are going to find the average of each student, the average for each for the 5th subject. So we have to enter here the formula, equal sign, average, close parenthesis, and then we have to click here the subject that we are looking for the average from H3 to K3, and then close parenthesis, hit enter. So we have now automatically filled the average for student 2347, and then we have to drag this down. Okay, so automatic, the students have their average, but we are going to make this as a whole number. So okay, and then drag this, and automatically the rest will follow. Okay, now that we have the average for the 5th subject, we're going to highlight this data and then look for we are going to rename this. So click formulas under taskbar and then look for the click manager. Here we go. Click and then click new. So we have to rename this as data. So here we go. Click OK. So as you can see, it is already renamed as data. So close for reference later. And then for sheet number 2, as you can see, the student ID, the student name, and then the ratings for the 5 subjects. And then we have here the description and then the average rating for the students. Now, let us look for the student ID number in sheet 1 that we are going to search. 2347. Let's try this for 2347. Okay, input here 2347 and then enter. So to get the student name of 2347 with ID number 2347, we have to use the vlookup formula. Okay, enter equal sign, look up. We have to enter the vlookup. Okay, close parenthesis. As you can see, we have this command. that we are going to input here the datas. So for lookup value, we have the B2. Okay. Okay. Separate by a comma. And then for table array, we have the datas, we rename datas for sheet 1, then comma again. For column index number, so in sheet 1, it is under column number 2, comma again, and then false for the exact match, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. So which means student number 2347 is under the name of stud1. So let us check from sheet 1. Okay. Student 2347 is student 1. So it's correct. So for the rating of student 1, okay, Filipino. For Filipino, we have to enter here using the vlookup formula. Equal sign, again, the lookup, close parenthesis, and then the student number is B2. We're looking for the lookup value B2, then comma, and then the table array, that is the data that we renamed earlier, and then the this is the B under B6 because we are looking for the rating of Filipino B6 datas under sheet 1, column index number is under number 4, comma again, and then false to look for the exact match, and then hit enter. So we have circular reference warning. Click OK. Let us check our formula. VLOOKUP formula datas B6 datas false. False. Okay. We have to look for VLOOKUP B6 datas for column index number for Filipino is column 4, so we are correct. False. Why is this look like this? So we have to enter B2 for the name, for the student ID B2, and then 4 for Filipino. Enter. So we have 70. So we have to drag this down until English. So as we can see here, it has an error. So we have to edit the formula. We have to retain the B2 or the lookup value that is for student ID number 2347. We are just going to change the column index number into 5 because English is under column 5, and then enter. Next, double click, change to B2 again, and then this will be 6. Okay, double click, remain as B2, and then this will be 7. And then double click here, change to B2 again, and then this will be changed to 8, and then enter. Okay, now we have here the ratings for student 1, sorry, with an ID number of 2347. So let us check. Filipino 70, English 77, Math 78, Science 70, AP 71. So we have 70, 77, 78, 70, 71. So let us check under sheet number 1. Sheet number 1, 70, 77, 78, 70, 71. So it's correct. So for the average rating, we're going to input here the formula equal sign average close parenthesis and then click here from B10 to B6 and then close parenthesis, enter. So instantly we have the average rating for student 1. Stud 1. Okay. So this must have a decimal point. And then for the description, we're going to enter here the if conditions. So we have to enter equal sign, if, then close parenthesis, if B6, okay, this rating under Filipino, if B6 is less than 75, comma, separated by comma, and then it will be failed. Okay, less than 75, we call it failed. But if, close parenthesis again, B6 is more than or equal to 76, 75, I should say, therefore, it is considered as passed. Okay, close parenthesis. And then hit enter. So, meaning, Filipino rating that is 70 is a failing mark. So we have failed here. So we have to drag this down up to the average rating. And then as we can see, Filipino failed. English, the rating is 77, so therefore it is passed. Mathematics, 78, passed. And then science, 70, which means it is a failing mark. And AP 71, it is also a failing mark. So we have to remove this one, delete. And then for the average rating of 73.20, the student name Stud1 is failed. Okay. And then we have also the in the instructions that we are going to fill this column, color this column. If failed, condition is if failed, it is color red. But if it is a passing mark, we have to let this color into white. So we are going to look for the formatting, conditional formatting under tab. Click home and then click conditional formatting and then highlight cells and then look for the text that contains cells that contains the text. So we are going to put here red with lighted red filled with dark red text. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Under conditional formatting, click formatting. Wait. Click formatting and then it should be automatically highlighted with red. So let us highlight the description, use the conditional formatting, highlight cell rates and text that is contains red with failed. Okay, highlight cell, then text that contains red. Sorry. That contains failed shoe with red light filled with dark red text. So, okay. So, which means failed will be colored red. So, we will just drag this down, okay, to see the failing marks colored red. So, I'm going to delete this. Okay. As we can see, in sheet number 2, the student number 2347 has a failing marks of 3, the Filipino, Science, and AP. So therefore, the average rating should be red again because it has a failing mark. Okay? So we are going to put here my name, Giselle D. Dulo. Okay, that ends my activity number 1.